I'm Jean-Luc.
I'm Nick.
And we're the Wellness Warriors. And we're in the kitchen again.
Another recipe. This is another oldie.
This is actually a recipe we've been making for quite some time now.
Yeah.
So you all are familiar with our 2-ingredient dough, which we make our pizza with all the time.
And many other recipes.
Yes. It is the multi-purpose dough, as we like to call it. So, however, Nick is a huge Meatball Sub fanatic.
I'm like Joey on Friends. I love Meatball Subs.
He loves Meatball Subs. But you know us, we don't eat many submarine breads or sub buns.
So we created one with 2-ingredient dough.
Exactly. So basically what we're going to show you how we make our meatballs. We're also going to show you what kind of sauce we put it in. And then we're going to cook it in our 2-ingredient
dough
sub bun.
Yeah. So we'll show you guys.
Let's
go.
get to it.
So first thing I want to do is make the meatballs.
Yes,
so
make the meatballs. So we're gonna make we're gonna take a 454 gram ground turkey, package of ground turkey. We buy the blue menu we buy the blue menu ground turkey from Loblaws. So any ground turkey, and I'm going to be honest, it's not 98% fat free or whatever. It's still 0 points. We're also gonna take some panko breadcrumbs, 1/3 of a cup for 3 points. So 3 points in all of these meatballs. And this is gonna make a pretty fair amount of meatballs. So we're gonna put in 1/3 of a cup of the panko. There we go. We're gonna add that. We're also gonna take our lovely Bovril beef. Nor beef. I always say that. I don't know why, because it used to be, but it's Nor now. So we're gonna add that. I'm actually going to add a tablespoon, maybe a tablespoon and a half for the amount of turkey we have there. So I'm gonna first see. So 1 tablespoon and a half. Tablespoon and a half of that. So we're also gonna take some of our minced garlic here. We buy this again at Loblaws. We're gonna take a tablespoon of that because we love garlic. We're gonna throw a tablespoon of that in there. I'm also going to take some of our Gourmet Garden Italian seasoning. I'm gonna put in 1 tablespoon of this because it's delicious and it adds some really good flavor to your meat. I believe I'm going to need a spoon to take that off. Well, maybe not. I don't need a spoon, look at that. Smart. And then we're also going to be using our lovely clubhouse spices that we adore. Italiano, garlic plus, and a little Parmesan herb. So I'm going to go ahead and just, I put it to taste. So I put in maybe about a half a tablespoon to a teaspoon to a full teaspoon. But again, make your food your food. Like
apply your
own spices because everybody's a little bit different. Like some people like it spicy. We're making these mild. We're not making them spicy. And how I make these is pretty simple. I grab a fork to start and I start mixing my meat. And I just mix it up. I mix until everything gets combined together to the best of my ability. And I start looking, I'm like, do I need to add anything else to this meat? Do I want to add more broth, more beef condensed broth? And I think, you know what? I think it's good. I will not. So I'm going to keep the portion that I had. This smells delicious. The fresh garlic and the Gourmet Garden Italian seasoning in this is just like very aromatic. So once we take this, I'm going to start creating meatballs. So if you want to grab me a plate, actually I could put them right on the cutting board here.
But that was
I'm going to put them right on the cutting board here.
So I'll actually bring you back up.
Yes, excellent. So I'm going to take a spoon, and I'm not making very tiny meatballs because this is not like a spaghetti and meatball. I'm going to make a few bigger meatballs. So I'm thinking of probably around there. We're not going to eat all of them in our sub.
No.
So we're going to make a few meatballs here. So I'm going to take a spoon, and I'm just going to start because again, the entire thing here is three points for the panko. It's the only thing that has points.
Give me some too, I can make it better.
Yeah, there you go. Well, that one's already done, so
I'll get them in the thing.
You can get them in the air fryer. We're actually going to be cooking our meatballs in the air fryer because we find them really nice and crispy when they come out, and they cook a little faster than the oven, and it gives you a different texture because guess what? They're going to be baked again anyways, but you want to make sure that they're cooked ahead of time because you don't want to have any type of raw turkey, right?
in the air fryer. You can see what's in a dishwasher.
Yeah. Oh.
We just filmed another recipe.
Don't give away our secrets.
Coming out later.
Yes, we have a few recipes that we've been trying to do, and it's been great that we've actually been able to do it. So I'm just making, look at the size of my meatball. It's not huge, so we'll probably have around 3 to 4 meatballs per sub, and then we'll have, if there's extra meatballs, we'll have them already pre-cooked and in the fridge.
Yeah.
So again, never feel like you have to use everything, but pre-make stuff. Use it for your meal that you're making at that night, and then use some for something different in the next couple of days. And what's stopping you?
So back to regular programming, I'm going to spray the actual air fryer basin, and I'm going to put the meatballs in.
Yeah.
I'm going to put as many as I can fit.
Yeah.
So, of course, use your air fryer to your best of your ability.
We make our hamburgers in here now, and it's fantastic. They're easy to cook that way.
So
We could probably put one in the middle.
Well,
Oh no, maybe not. Yeah, just leave the
So
air.
I'm actually, there's 5 of them in here. I'm going to try to show you.
You can show them.
Actually angle the camera down. So this is what it looks like. I have 5 of them in there. So let's put them in the air fryer. So air fryer goes to 200 Fahrenheit.
Yep. And we're gonna cook them
For about at least.
for a good 15, 20 minutes.
We'll come right back and tell you the exact amount of time.
Yep.
There we go. Starting. I have it on for 10 for now. So we'll be right back and show you what it looks like when it's done.
Make my meatballs.
So our turkey meatballs were in the air fryer for 10 minutes.
And they're
This is what
beautiful.
they came out as.
They smell delicious, and we're not completely concerned about the length of time in the air fryer because we're now going to be baking them in the oven as well as
For
part
20 minutes.
of the actual sub. Okay.
So we actually have our oven already warming up at 400 Fahrenheit so that we're ready for it to already go in.
And we made our 2-ingredient dough. There is one thing I want to add, and I want to let you know. I added an egg to our 2-ingredient dough. So by adding the egg, it brings it a little bit, it fluffs it out a little bit more. You're gonna notice that the dough could be a little stickier when you do that, so you might need to use some flour on your
Rolling surface.
Yeah, your rolling surface in order to avoid the stickiness.
So yeah, you can find the recipe for our 2-ingredient dough on our website, jeanlucandnick.com/recipes. We're also going to be using our own homemade 0-point marinara sauce as well. So this is also on our website as well.
So I have the 2-ingredient dough split into 2 for both of us, and now I'm going to be taking.
We made one recipe of dough.
We made one
split
recipe of
into
dough.
2, so they're 9 points each.
Yep. I'm gonna take one of our basically bread tins, and I'm gonna stretch out the dough, and then you'll see what I do around the edges in order to make it more like a bun, okay? So I'm gonna roll out the dough a little bit. I don't wanna overwork it too much because I want it to still have some type of, what's the word I'm looking for?
Be malleable.
Yeah, I want it to have some, I don't want it to be a pizza dough.
I just throw in a word here and there. I would kind of like connect it mentally, and so if he misses a word, I just throw it out there.
I don't want it to be like pizza dough, right? So I don't want it to be super thin, but at the same time, I want it to cook. So I'm gonna take my first
I'll get people to see
cookie sheet, my bread, I'll let you put it down there, I'll move over here. I'm gonna place the dough into the pan as much as I can evenly, but not worrying about the edges very much, okay? Because the edges are not gonna stay that way, okay? So I'm gonna show you exactly how to do this one. So
grab some marinara sauce.
now that the edges are along the side, I'm gonna take my marinara sauce, and Nick loves his saucy. So I'm gonna tell you this, I am going to add a copious amount of sauce. I love using that word, copious. Copious. It's a fun word to use. Let's add a little bit more sauce, right? So we'll have that like that. And then we're gonna take 4 meatballs actually, because we have 4 each. 2, 3, and 4, right? So you see that? We're gonna place that. And now I'm gonna play with the dough, and I'm gonna roll it around the edges and make it fold in to make it almost like a bun. So it's almost like a
hot dog bun.
a boat, like a meatball sub boat, right? And you do your best. Like, it's never gonna be perfect. It's gonna come out a little wonky at times. Like, unless you're a fantastic roller, you might make it prettier or not, but I think that looks pretty good. Then we're gonna take some more sauce, and we're gonna pour some sauce on top, because no meatball sub should ever go without sauce, right? All the best meatball subs have a lot of sauce on them. And this sauce is 0 points, don't forget that. So it's 0 points. So once the sauce is on there, we're actually gonna take a little bit of olive oil spray the crust just really quick. Take some Parmesan cheese. Parmesan around the sides and on top. And then we're also gonna take
the Parmesan cheese.
Yes, the Parmesan I used earlier inside the meatballs. Then we're also gonna take our pizza mozzarella shredded cheese from President's Choice for a 1/4 cup.
Just find your own cheese.
Yeah, find your cheese. It's just easier that way because everybody has different cheeses depending on where you live. So I'm gonna take a 1/4 cup because that's what the measurement is. And that's exactly it. And then I'm gonna sprinkle a 1/4 cup of mozzarella on top. And voila, well, he wants his cheese. I will not deny him all of his cheese. And voila, you have a little sub.
So we're gonna make the other one, we're gonna put it on the tray, we're gonna pop it in the oven, it's at 400 Fahrenheit, we'll put it in there for 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
And we'll show you guys what it looks like as it comes out.
See you in a few minutes. Actually, 20.
So
Dinner time.
Yeah, so we actually left it in the oven for 25 minutes.
Yes.
Again, your oven, you figure out how it works, you see how it's done, you'll actually notice the dough is getting firmer. And this is what you guys just saw a picture, but this is what it looks like. Look at that, meatball sub right there. And it's a very low point recipe on any plan.
Yes.
So just, get creative, get your 2-ingredient dough, put some different things in it, make yourself some subs.
Eat half today and half tomorrow. You don't have to have the entire thing in one sitting.
Exactly.
Split it up throughout the evening. Split it with your husband. Split it with your kid.
Exactly.
There's so many ways of doing different things with your recipes. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, our version of a meatball sub.
You can find our recipes on jeanlucandnick.com/recipes, or just go to our website and subscribe, jeanlucandnick.com.
And you can find us everywhere by using hashtag the WWGays or at the WWGays.
Exactly. And please, if you like this recipe, share it with your friends. Hit the like below, comment below, share it if you try it and like it, and subscribe to our channel.
Bye everybody, I wanna go eat.
Yes, it's late, we're hungry.
Dig in.
Bye everyone.